All right, we're going to end this on a high note, though. We're going to end this on a high note with the best hot take. We're going to start doing this. We've got 10 more weeks that I'm giving you guys until the start of the season. So we are going to give you the 10 hot takes. I already gave you one hot take. I think Florida State beats Florida. So are you ready, Logan? Are you ready? I want your responses to this.
I'll tell you if you're crazy or not.
Well, I'm crazy. Well, no, I'm crazy. That's
yeah.
All right.
Confirm it.
All right, here you go. So the SEC and the ACC open the season with 3 games against each other. Miami against Alabama, Louisville against Ole Miss, and Clemson against Georgia. Are you ready?
Oh, God.
Hot take number 1. The ACC loses all 3 of them. I think Georgia upsets Clemson. I think Alabama beats Miami, and I think Ole Miss beats Louisville.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's I think that's a take. I don't think it's a hot one.
Clemson losing to Georgia. I think Clemson, and I don't think it's going to be a blowout loss by any stretch of the imagination. But I think DJ. I'm not even going to try to butcher his last name. I apologize. But I think not just him, but I think Clemson loses a lot of guys off last year's team. I think the way Ohio State beat the hell out of them in the Sugar Bowl last year. Shout out to Mark Rogers for that one. Excuse me. Shout out to Mark right there. But I just think that Clemson right now is taking a slight step back. I think Clemson will be fine the way the rest of the season goes. But I think the SEC goes 3-0 against the ACC in the opening weekend.
Mark, you're muted.
So I just caught the tail end of that. So that's Ole Miss beats Louisville, Alabama beats Miami, and the third game is Georgia beats Clemson.
Correct.
And then I heard Logan come back with "That's a take."
He doesn't think it's a hot take.
I will second that. That's a take. What are we predicting here? Did we predict like a 25-point upset or something here? I'm missing it.
Clemson loses to Georgia. I think that's a very hot take because I think Georgia has been a team. Georgia has been a team that has constantly disappointed, has been able to get to the 5-yard line and fumbled for about the last decade.
That game's going to be practically a pick'em game.
Not really. I think Clemson's going to come in as a favorite, as a comfortable favorite.
What?
And I think Georgia wins by at least
a comfortable favorite. They'll be a 2-point favorite.
No, they'll be easily a 5-point favorite.
No.
And
Clemson is not going to be a 5-point favorite against Georgia.
I don't trust Kirby Smart.
Really?
I don't trust Kirby Smart. I don't trust Kirby Smart in big games.
See, Georgia underestimate.
I do agree with you. I do agree. 0-3. 0-3. I agree.
Although I don't think for Kirby Smart, I think this is a good thing in starting off the first game of the season like this. I think throughout the season, there's smarter coaches, so they know how to figure out Kirby Smart. The fact that they're starting off this season in a game, I think the advantage goes to Kirby Smart because I just think Dabo, once the season's rolling, he just gets better and he gets smarter. But two, I mean, they have a quarterback now. JT Daniels, I think he's going to be just fine heading to year 2 there. I don't know why they didn't start him earlier last year, but he's going to light it up. I think this upcoming season for Georgia, they've needed a quarterback that they can rely on. The last couple of years, the last couple of guys they've had has been about as bad as what Florida State has kind of been going through. But I do think Georgia, there's a very good chance this win. But I don't think it's a hot take. It's definitely a take. But
okay, I guess I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to.
Cold.
I'm going to use one of Jason's favorite terms, and I'm going to say I'm going to trump his hot take here with a take here that plays off of this game because I've already posted an early game preview on Clemson and Georgia. That thank you everybody out there. That's got like 17,000 views. And I have not made a prediction on the game because I won't until the week of the game. But I did, after the national championship game, in my way too early top 25, named Georgia as my number 1 team. So
you really think
there's a hot take?
That's a hot take.
Now, I'm not saying that they're my preseason number 1 all the way through August, but as we stand right now, then of course they lost their best wide receiver right after I made that take.
Now, I'm not here next week, but on the 30th, on June 30th, the next hot take is going to be something about why Florida State will do something they haven't done in over 5 years. Stay tuned on the 30th.
I won't be sleeping that night before I'll tell you that one, Mark. I won't be.
You won't be.
I won't be sleeping. I'll be thinking about it the whole time. But just a minus 3.5 for Clemson right now.
That's more than 2.
So is that hot? That
It's
can't
not
be hot.
5.
But it's
A hot take. I think it's got to be a touchdown, right? Like a touchdown, 7 points.
I said 5.
I'm not going to consider that an upset. To me, that's just it's a game between two ultra talented teams. That is the game that I believe will have more talent on the field than any regular season game in college football.
You've been a hater on everything I've done now for 111 weeks, so why stop?
You make it easy.
The tradition. Be a hater. Have the hate in your heart, Mark. Have the hate in your heart.